Alright, cut, stop the damn intro. Let's just get into it. Alright, so talking about The Watchers today. It's directed by Ishana Shyamalan from the Shyamalama Ding Dong himself. I can't help but notice this film screams nepotism.
What do you mean by that?
Because I can't understand why else this film would get made except for that specific reason.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Because overall it's very boring, mediocre, extremely forgettable, and there's no real redeeming qualities to it. I hate to be so harsh, but the whole time I was watching this movie, I couldn't believe how terrible it was.
Damn!
I actually had a lot of hope for this movie, and I was expecting a better start than this.
So that was a f***ing lie.
To someone's directorial debut, especially when their father is M. Night Shyamalan. Not that he's one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, but he's one of my favorites. So I had high hopes. Maybe my expectations are a little too unrealistic, but overall, man, disappointing.
Do you see me f***ing laughing, my nigga?
So for those that don't want to wait, the quick review: 1 out of 5 monkey paws. Yep. Bye. So the story, it's contrived nonsense. It's just, there's no intrigue to it. It's very vanilla storytelling. It's just paint by numbers, you know.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
It didn't have me captivated in the slightest, just because I knew what path they were taking. Not that I looked up any spoilers or anything, but just, like I said, after so many exposition dumps, you can only, you know, they're leading you down that path and holding your hand, so you already know what to expect.
I don't like where this is going.
And speaking of the constant exposition dumps, I don't know if it was like a rookie mistake or a lack of creativity, or they didn't trust the audience, or they think the audience is too stupid. But the whole time I was just blown away to where it was almost like comical and almost a parody. Like, I thought this was almost meta at one point, but no, I just realized it's terrible writing. So one of the saving graces of this movie is Georgina Campbell, because for the most part the characters are god-awful and boring, except for Georgina Campbell. I felt like she was wasted in this movie. Me personally, I hated Barbarian, but she held her weight against Bill Skarsgård and Justin Long, and I thought she did tremendous in that movie, and she was one of the saving graces of that movie. Personally, my favorite character in that movie. And then you have Dakota Fanning, who
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
just kind of sleptwalked through this whole movie. She seems uninterested the whole time. It's like she was forced to be in this movie. She didn't seem to enjoy it at all, and her character just was unlikable from start to finish, and there's no redeeming qualities about her character either.
Boring!
And then you have the old lady who's constantly, I want to say 90% of her dialogue is exposition dumps, to where it's like I said, it's comical. It's like, you can't be for real right now.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
You know, and just how much she knows kind of gives away her identity. So at the end, when it all comes together, you're like, oh yeah, I completely saw that happening. I saw that coming, you know. And then the other character, I forgot his name, but he's extremely forgettable. He might have 1 or 2 good scenes, but overall I don't remember anything about him.
I don't know.
So this movie, I would say it's a waste of time. There's no natural progression. It's all forced, and it's very choppy because it has such inconsistent pacing to where it's like they're doing this and then it's this, and then it's just like they're trying to rush through until they get to the end, and then that's where it's drawn out. Speaking of which, the ending is a mess. It's another case of not knowing when to, end a damn movie.
What do you mean by that?
Leave your audience wanting more, not less. Because if you have your audience wanting less, then you know you fucked up and your movie sucks. But if you have them wanting more, then that creates that intrigue, that creates that, okay, how can we take this serious and, you know, deliver for the fans. So it's just another instance of, you already gave us too much, and I'm good on it. It's where if you would have, you know, actually no, there's nothing that could really save this movie. I don't know why I'm talking out of my ass.
Emotional, damn it!
The ending is very drawn out, and it ends in one of the most obvious ways. You already know what's coming. Somebody did comment on my trailer reaction review or something I did for the watchers, and caught a glimpse of what they said. Part of what they said is true. I didn't see the rest of it, so I can't say, but yeah, it's pretty stupid. And by the end of it all, it was all just a simple misunderstanding. Just, oh, my bad, you know. It was the whole trope of the villain actually isn't the villain, and they're just misunderstood, and they were treated this way. That's why they have this hatred, and now it's all resolved, and female empowerment, and we can all go home happy. So like I said, 1 out of 5 monkey paws, as in this is one I never want to see again, one I would have never cared to hear about again. To my viewers, appreciate you guys. To my subscribers, love you guys, and as always, stay spooky.